Gun. Mr. Pastori. One more time for Russell Gunn, y'all. Russell Gunn. And Xavier Gordon on the piano. One more time for Xavier. Donald Hayes on the sax. One more time for Donald Hayes. Swinging over here on the drums. Anwar Marshall. Let's get it.
Boosters up front. T, can you buckle her?
He's got a whole entertainment system.
Yeah. I knew you'd like this.
Yeah, I'll put my fingers on both.
So you want to switch seats?
Mine doesn't either. It's like an
You want to switch?
What?
Their buckles are.
Okay, this is really...
Oh, that one.
That's the Scooby.
Yeah, yeah.
No, look.
Wait, what's this one?
You get a live concert.
What's this button? Oh, this one just came in. Oh, I pulled the wrong thing. I'm not sure. Let's ask. Alright. Hold on 1 second.
I figured it out.
How does it work?
This strap, this and What's on group? This, I said, put this here. I know,
Yes, sir.
Are you nervous?
Yeah. No, it's been business for over 10 years. It's got 4 vans, 8 drivers. Okay. Oh man, is this vehicle cool? What do we got here? Got a whole entertainment system here.
Yeah. Spent a lot of time in this van.
That's great. I didn't know. I just didn't know the address we're leaving from. Yeah, I thought we could do that.
flight camera ahead.
For 50 years, that's 200 a year.
Specialized in bar mitzvahs.
Really?
Yeah. I own barmitzvahs.com for many years.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow. You still own it?
No.
Get a good deal on it?
Not exactly. Long story.
DJ,
K8
specialized in bar mitzvahs. You own bar mitzvahs.com. So what happened to that business?
Well, I had a partner that was stealing.
Oh, alright. That's never good.
Yeah. There's an old saying, why is an Italian and a Jew the best business partners? Because what the Jew won't buy, the Italian will steal.
So which are you?
Can't tell?
So you're Jewish?
No.
Wait.
Wait a second.
But you were the honest one, you said.
Yeah, I had a partner, Eric Cutler, that we founded the company in 1996. And he was the sales guy, and I was the technical guy. I made all the parties happen and the DJ, but he just answered the phones all the time. And the way he got paid was every time he showed me a deposit check, he would get 10% commission on that. Well, he learned after many, many years, after I taught him how to use Photoshop, that he could take a check and Photoshop it and send me the deposit check for $2,500. And then, since it was his responsibility to deposit it in the bank, he would just email me a fake check a couple of times a month,
Oh my gosh.
get the 10% commission wired to him. And for years he was stealing that way.
That's awful.
And it wasn't until one day I started answering the phones because he was MIA, and one guy wanted to cancel the party. And I looked at the calendar, and I said, okay, I'll mail you the $1,700 check. He says, no, I paid cash deposit. I said, no, I'm looking at your check right here, Chase Bank, right? Whatever your name is. And he said, no, that's my name, but that's not my check. I don't bank with Bank of America. I bank with New York. And then I put two and two together, and kind of company fell apart after that.
Imagine. That's awful. Wow.
document that he has no longer any interest in the company and that everything belongs to me. But since he was answering the phones all those years, he had all the relationships with all the party planners and everything. So once I got rid of him, he was able to communicate with the party planners and just start doing his own thing with cocktail stuff, meaning like the stuff that at the bar mitzvahs when you have a cocktail hour, it's like pinball machines and giant Pac-Man machines and tattoos, right, for the kids, that kind of stuff. So he went into that business. Still has it. It's called Cocktail Hour Entertainment up in Jupiter, Florida. Still doing it. And so he was able to survive doing that. And then I guess, the rumor was that he started that he sold the company, or, like I said, he had all the relationships built. And I wasn't about to start all over again, so I just walked away from it and started this business about 10 years ago. At the time, I felt lucky just to get him out of the company, not knowing that the company wouldn't survive. But I probably wouldn't have pressed charges on him anyway, because I've never called the police in my life. I've never sued anybody in my life. I'm not going to start as a grown man at 35 years old, whatever I was at the time.
Right. Probably it's so hard to prove also. He was like on the phone and everything.
He was very willing to sign that document, sign everything over. Very willing, because he was scared.
Yeah.
Mostly not about losing the company. He was really scared about his reputation, because he was scared about it being out there that he did that, and then he wouldn't be able to survive in this business. But the document that he signed did say that though he's walking away, I won't promote what happened. So since it was really just between him and I stood to my word and I didn't promote what happened, nobody knows what happened. Wow. Except me, him, and a small group of people, and you.
Were you able to recoup any of the money that was stolen?
No. I never considered that being important, not really. The fact is when we started the company, he was only offered 10%. And he agreed to that. And he should know, especially as a Jew, that documents are the most important thing in life. Contracts, agreements, documents, emails, texts, that's business. But over the years, as he grew up, he was kind of jealous of the money that was coming in, like a couple of $1 million a year. And even though he was making pretty good living, it was nothing compared to what I was making. So he was jealous and envious. And I was used to it. I mean, I grew up like a lot of people jealous of me, but he was jealous, and his way of not only trying to hurt me, but trying to better himself was instead of come to me and renegotiate that 10%, which we never talked about, never complained about, he could have said, we've been in business for 10 years.
Yeah,
let's change it to 20. We're doing good now. A lot of it has to do with my sales ability. Let's change it. But he never did. He just did what he did, and I wouldn't want to be I didn't want to be a partner of his anyway. We were kids when we met, but the older I got, the more I didn't like him, and the more I didn't like the way he was, and I just didn't like him. And when you're young, you don't really realize how people are. But 10 years later, I didn't like this guy at all. Yeah, I didn't like him, so I didn't want him as a partner anymore. But I made my bed with him, so I never tried to get rid of him. I just kept doing what I was doing, and he's the one that tried to find a way out on his own way of stealing and lying and all that.
That's awesome. So this is your business?
Yeah, this is me and 3 other guys.
Oh wow, you went back into a partnership.
Well, that's different. It's different because whoever answers the phone and whoever answers the emails gets that job. So if you want to, they're more like subcontractors. So if I want to answer the phone and I want to answer the texts and the email and you call, I have first right refusal to quote you, to deal with you, to put you on my calendar. If it's a good job, I can put you on the second guy's calendar, and then maybe the third guy's calendar. There's a tier, and if they feel like they're not getting good enough jobs, then they can decide to answer the phones and the emails. But the phones and the emails is a big responsibility. We get 100 calls a day.
Wow.
And if you're on the phones and the emails, you don't get a break. It's emails, texts, and phone calls all day and all night. You have to literally put your phone on airplane mode at 10 o'clock at night because it's gonna ring all night.
Wow.
So I answer the phones and do the texts probably around 75% of the time, and the other guys do it. The other three guys do it, not too much, because I give them the jobs that I want to give them, and they're happy with it. If there comes a time where they're not happy with it, then they're going to say, you're giving me all the jobs I don't like. I'm not making enough money. Let me answer the phones and let me start doing this. And sometimes I say yes when I go on vacation, and after a couple of weeks of doing it, I give them a week each to answer the phone. So I wouldn't call them partners, but you can kind of say that I kind of give them their responsibilities, and they can't really steal. They can't really steal. It's not like the other
better arrangements.
Yeah, the other
much more
business.
transparent.
The other business. We were both on the bank accounts, and he was doing the deposits, and I never checked. So when he showed me a check, I assumed that check was getting deposited, but it wasn't.
Sure.
It was just a template in Photoshop that he kept changing the account number, changing to make it look like, a couple of times a month he was getting these checks. And we were doing like 4 or 5 parties a weekend, and mostly all winter. So we were very busy, and he was just took advantage of me not double checking what he was doing.
Yeah.
And plus the money was coming in, I assumed, that I didn't assume anything else. It was only, like I said, when that Mr. Levine called and said he wants to cancel his bar mitzvah, he wants to take his kid on a cruise instead. And I said, yeah, no problem, I'll refund you $1,700. And he says, no, I gave Eric $1,700 cash.
Right.
So I realized Eric not only took the $1,700 cash, but he also made $170 by giving me a fake $1,700 check. Yeah. And that was happening probably 5-10 times a month. So he's probably making a couple of extra $1,000 a month, which really wasn't a lot of money. But to him, if he was only making 10%, that was supplementing his income. Like I said, he should have just stepped to me and told me, I want a raise. Or I guess he felt stupid. He did feel stupid. That's what it was. He felt stupid for signing that agreement with me. And it was my idea to start the company, and I kind of did start the company. He really didn't start it. I started it. He just helped me. Answering the phones, and little by little I realized, from now on I'm going to answer the phones. So now I answer the phones most of the time, because you don't really know what's going on if you're not answering your phones.
A lot of partnerships don't end up so pretty. It always starts out very optimistic,
Yeah, I'm not going to have a partner anymore, I like. I'm pretty self-sufficient where I don't need a partner. A lot of people do. And maybe in that bar mitzvah business early on, I did need a partner like him.
Right, get things going.
Yeah, I did need a partner like him in the very beginning.
Yeah.
But in this business, no, I don't need a partner in this business. But you do need multiple people with you, because you can only do one job at a time. And what if you can't work, right? You're working on a calendar, and if you can't do the job, somebody has to step up. So you really can't do this by yourself. You have to have other people working with you. So I have 3 other guys, and between those four of us, if something's on the calendar, it's going to get done.
You're able to service all the calls you get, or are there people you have to?
I would say half of them were booked up. So out of those 100, let's say, 50 of them are disappointed because we just tell them we're not available, or we don't want that job.
What's a job you don't want?
To go to Palm Beach Airport.
No matter what the call cost would be? Or you have, like,
to go to
a fixed
Orlando,
rate?
to go to Key Largo.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we just want to go to Fort Lauderdale and Miami. I really don't even like going to Palm Beach. I don't even like coming up here. But it's at night, so it's different. Like my only priority when I do the schedule for what we do is always have somebody in the van. So if you're doing Palm Beach, chances are you're driving one of those legs with nobody in the van. But if you're going back and forth from Fort Lauderdale to Miami all day, you always have someone in the van because people are going to Fort Lauderdale Cruise Port and Fort Lauderdale Airport, and then people are going to Miami Cruise Port.
Gotcha.
And we specialize in cruise port transportation. That's our niche.
Nice.
And we're licensed in Dade and Broward. We're not even licensed in Palm Beach. I don't know that. I don't even know that you have to be. I never even looked into it, but we don't come to Palm Beach County very much. But I think their rule is that if you're a licensed shuttle driver with a chauffeur's license in Dade or Broward, that they'll honor it. That's my understanding.
Gotcha.
But there's no enforcement. So when I go to Palm Beach Airport or I go to Boca, there's never enforcement saying where's your chauffeur's license, where's your documentation and all that.
Right.
Yeah, but in Fort Lauderdale and Miami there is. So the airports, the cruise ports, there's always somebody checking your paperwork and stuff. Yeah. And that is predominantly where all the tourism is. There's not that much tourism. In retrospect, there's not much tourism in Palm Beach County. It's very, very busy, but compared to Fort Lauderdale and Miami, it's like
That's
25%. You know,
Right.
25% of tourism goes to Palm Beach County. I'd say 70% of it goes to Dade County, Miami, and then another 30-40%. Maybe 50 goes to Miami, maybe 30 goes to Broward, so that's 80, and then 20% goes to Palm Beach. They only have one cruise ship up there, and it's the cheapest cruise ship to go to. Yeah, and so the cruise ship business is really not existent in Palm Beach. They have a port, they have a ship, but it's not like a major company. It's called Margaritaville. It's like a secondary company that nobody really knows about, except people that really want to save money. It's really inexpensive. Probably the cheapest cruise ship to go on.
You grew up out here?
No, I grew up in New York.
Oh.
Been here since the 90s.
Where in New York?
Brooklyn.
Okay. I was across the river. Well, I guess across two rivers, but Jersey.
All right. Yeah, I used to work in Jersey. I used to work in Lawrence Taylor's nightclub on Route 35. Used to be called LT's.
Where on Route 35?
I don't remember.
I grew up in like Long Branch Neal area, down the shore, like 35 or 35.
Yeah, I used to
36.
work on the shore too, Belmar and Seaside. I used to work there too.
Yeah,
I was
wow.
a DJ, so I basically, had a reputation where if there was something going on and when a DJ couldn't make it, I'd always get a call. It wasn't like I had what they call residences in a lot of places, but I was doing it my whole life since I was a teenager, so I was a DJ for 30 years.
Oh, wow.
So I had so many people that knew of me in New York that I didn't even have to go look for jobs. I just had other DJs say, hey, I can't work at Belmore Saturday, you want to do it? And I'd say, well, what's the programming? What kind of music? And they'd say, yeah, go ahead, go start at 8 o'clock. I already told the boss that you're coming. So that's how I got into Lawrence Taylor's nightclub, by just having somebody say, this guy, I can't work, this guy's great. So I did that all over Manhattan, Brooklyn, Staten Island. Yeah, I did that
Wow.
for my whole career, kind of. And then from that, I was introduced to a company called Heart to Heart Entertainment in Long Island, named Richie Hart. Him and his wife started this company, and they were the first company that did the interactive entertainment with bar mitzvahs. They were the first company that did it in Long Island, and everybody copied them in Florida, and mostly just Florida. I don't think it went to California. They don't do bar mitzvahs like they do here. They do like really big bar mitzvahs here like they do in New York. So I learned that industry because Richie Hart was in a nightclub in Brooklyn, and was it Long Island? It might have been Long Island. It might have been Fire Island, I think, or something. And he came up to me and he introduced himself and says, hey, have you ever done bar mitzvahs? And I said, no. And he goes, I would love for you to be my DJ. So as he was a bar mitzvah MC and supposedly the best in New York, he worked in Manhattan a lot, and he said, yeah, well, I'll train you. And I says, well, you know, what kind of money am I going to make? And he said, well, I can give you like $800. I said, $800? He goes, I said, really? He goes, yeah, but you got to help me set up the equipment. You might have to drive the truck. It's going to be an all-day thing. It's not going to be just you're going to come and play music and leave. You have to be my partner in that event. And I said, yeah, I'm interested. And I worked for him for about a year. And then I came to Florida and started doing it myself.
Wow. You learned the trade quick?
Yeah. Yeah, and we're still friends, him and I. We're not friends. We still talk. He still does it too. He still does it. He's old, but he has people working with him. And every now and then somebody does recommend him, even though he's kind of geriatric to be doing that.
Wow.
When the kids start calling you sir, it's time to retire. As fun as that was, I still like this better.
Really?
Yeah.
Probably less stress.
Yeah, no, not only that, you know, when you're working with people to make those parties happen, you can only imagine the kind of people that they are. People that are in that industry, that just want to party and have fun and get paid. And it's just, you know, you're dealing with these people on a daily basis, and they're texting you and they're calling you, and you're taking care of them, and you're guiding them through life, really, because they're young, they're energetic, and they don't got nothing going on for them, and you're the responsible person hiring them. And if you're really good at what you do, you put all that secondary, and you think, what's best for the client? Well, this person's really good looking, this person has a lot of energy, and the kids love him. And even though he's a pain in the ass, and you don't like working with him, and he extorts you, and he's you know, maybe doing drugs, whatever it is, you kind of have to look the other way and say whatever's best for the client is whatever's best for the client is what I should be doing, and that's what I had to do for many years with many people.
Wow.
And I'm so glad that I don't have to do that anymore.
Good for you. Get a new thing going.
Yeah. I mean, this kind of business, the people that I meet and work with are very responsible. You know, good credit. You know, it's not a lot of people can get qualified to do this kind of work. You have to be able to, you know, you have to have your shit together. You have to be on good. Yeah, on paper, you have to be a totally legit person to be doing this.
Right.
And the people I meet are. So that's I meet really high quality people in this business.
That's great.
Yeah.
Are you gonna need my
Here's my
wife said to you this?
All right.
I didn't see anyone there. They're there or something.
Better be there.
Hey, I'm dropping off some passengers at their house. They're in the back over here.
Okay, I need your license too, please.
Mine?
For which address was it?
1777.
No. 7776.
Oh. Oh.
Talavera.
For Pappas.
One second. I get my
Yeah, here's my hack license.
Yeah, driver's license.
Driver's license. Okay, I got that too.
What was the address?
7776 Talavera. Thank you.
All right, thanks.
She's out cold.
That's like how I see it.
She inherited
No,
exactly they will send you a picture and
No, send it to us.
send it to us actually.
Okay.
Yeah. And they're very, on top of that.
How do they know if you're speeding?
There's cameras
Cameras.
everywhere.
Right
Yeah.
there, so.
Yeah. Sorry, I should have warned you about that before, but I've been nabbed a few times. They just send you a little picture of yourself driving along.
All right, well, if I get a ticket in here, you send me the ticket, I'll give you the money.
No, it's all right. Yeah, they'll start with a warning for a new person, whatever, It's all right. Let's go on ahead.
I'm not gonna make it food because they moved. So what did you say? They don't need any food? No.
We gotta order.
That's so
We gotta Instacart tomorrow morning.
we get
Sometimes
pretzels.
there's
We get
late night Instacarts. It's pretty late.
twisted honey pretzels. So we can try it. Yeah. Seems like you're feeling better. I said I am.
That's good.
It's great.
Great.
I never knew Madison was so big. Yeah, I was at the house of Actually, when I was leaving, I saw him outside and he's like, come back and I'm
That's true.
We're almost there. Whoa, they redid the Talavera.
Yeah,
like that last.
this left here, right? And then it's the first house on the left, so you got to do a little bit of a, like half of a U-turn after this. You'll see. Get
Oh,
into
there
the
it
driveway.
is.
You can pull in the driveway.
There it
So
is.
where are we?
It's to the
Turn-
left. This
yeah,
house
to
on
the
the
left.
left.
This one right here?
Yeah, you just
Okay.
gotta do a funny little deck.
Looks like you got a lot of packages. How long you been gone?
My mother's. We don't know. We're just visiting.
You don't have no porch bandits in this neighborhood, huh?
Well, I guess not.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
That was all those the guards and the
Security
gates.
guards.
Yeah, I'm gonna open the doors and take the seatbelts off.
Okay. Okay.
Was this yours or is this mine?
Yeah, it's mine.
It's yours? Okay.
Huh?
Be careful you don't hit your head up here when you get out.
Okay.
One second. Sure, take the seatbelts off.
Wait a second.
Wait 1 second. Back up.
Thank you so much.
No. Apple will just carry her in.
Just come
1131 Northwest 41st Lane. In 1.1 miles, turn right onto South Jog Road.